Movie night, back with another Classic. I'm your host, Easy. Welcome to Car Language. And I really didn't know what to caption this video, but I guess building a car is the worst thing you could do. And here's why. That might have been a bit far-fetched way to start a video to an extent, because I guess people spend thousands of dollars, but the money is an issue. How much you spend and etc. It's more the stuff you run into when you start building the car. In this video, I'm gonna get into how much I've spent so far, what we're gonna do next, etc. But let me know what y'all think. How's it going? Yeah, want to see more content? Are y'all curious to see what's gonna happen next? We got a lot of plans, but the plans aren't really, lining up the way we thought they would. So far, we got $1,600 spent on the wheels and tires, and that's including the steering wheel. We got another $1,800 on the seats, and we put another exhaust, a different exhaust. This is an DV exhaust. I was gonna make a video on how to install it, but it's real simple. The car sounds real good. We're gonna make sure we crank it for y'all. We got a paint color code on what we're gonna paint this car, and yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna ride it out. We've spent so much money, and I was gonna take everything out and sell it and kind of put everything else on this, but the car that I want next, it's not a sports car, it's a luxury car, so none of this stuff will look good on it. You know what I'm saying? So I figure I'll keep this. I need a third car. The Buick is sold. Someone's coming to pick that up sometime soon. I believe Aaron is buying it, so we're gonna wait to see if he comes. He got till, if you're watching this video, you got till September. But if not, I'm gonna keep that car. I really want the Buick. The Buick's been a great car to me. It got music, it got rims. I'm sure if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. I love the way that car drives, everything. And I would like to have that be my American build, but as far as this goes, a whole bunch of mods, and I can't even drive it to an extent. That's like me saying I'm racing out in Mexico, but y'all know what that means. I'm somewhere in the US. I'm just not sharing my location. So having said that, reason being I can't drive this thing legally is because I need a seatbelt bar. I didn't even know you needed that to install these harness. I could put them, I guess I could drill holes right behind, like at the bottom of the back seat. But they, the guy at Races, shout out to Summit Racing, he was like, you got to get a bar because you could break your shoulders if you have an accident, the force or whatever. So I want to do it the legit way. And yeah, that's the issue. I can't drive the car because I just, it appears that I'm driving legally, but I'm not. So I want to do this right. The music is trash, super trash. For the person that sold me this car, that music was garbage. You know what I mean? You should have. We spent like a half hour negotiating. What, a half hour? Like an hour and a half of negotiating, and he kept talking about the music. That music is garbage. This thing clips out. I can't even bump the radio the way I want to. So, radio coming. We still got some pieces we have painted. So far, I do love the way this car drives. It drives a lot better. We got the roof lining. We got that done. All we missing right now was pretty much the back seats. I think I'm gonna wrap the whole interior too, because I used that paint from AutoZone, and I guess it chips after a while. We're rough, but if you're gonna use that paint and not be rough, it'll last. I guess it's not bad. It'll give you that paint that you want for the moment. But yeah, this is about the only good thing about this subwoofer, the box. I don't even know what kind of brand that is. What brand of music I'm going with? Obviously, we are trying our best to make everything match. So if you notice, we kind of went with the interior was gray. I painted the whole thing black. So I bought red and black seats, and I went with red and black accents. If you're wondering what the silver seat belts are trying to match with, are the rims. So if you look, everything matches. Now the only thing that might not match, and I don't know if, because I've spent too much money, car and everything, we're over $7,000. We're at like 72. You know what I'm saying? So I already got a quote on the paint, and I'm just thinking, because this paint doesn't look that bad, with the exception of a couple of dings here and there, I'd rather just fix that. But then he's saying, my body shop guy is saying, you know, you got so many dings, I'm gonna charge you a ding, 40, 50, you know, for every ding, $50, $60 for every ding, whatever that price is. You might as well just paint the whole car, because that's what it's gonna amount to. You know, you don't want the paint to look different on certain sides. So yeah, that's where we at. The car, I bought it for like 23. I bought some like engine parts. I got the breakdown. I should have had the breakdown. I need this phone to, you know, this is the phone I'm recording with. My camera's down, whatever. So I'm a little all over the place, but I know for sure $1,600 for the wheels and tires and the steering wheel is $1,800 for the seats and the exhaust. The seat belts were $100 a piece each. So you start doing the math, you know, and trust me, the 23, another, let's say 2, and then, you know, 6, whatever, 16, you complete that with another, you know, $300-$400 spent in like engine parts, etc. And yeah, it amounts to like 72. So is it worth it? I want to say it feels like it's not, because again, I can't drive the car. If I was driving a car, I wouldn't be so upset. And I'm not upset. I'm just, I want to drive this car, like, you know what I mean? Another thing too, the sunroof. These sunroofs are plastic, and it's crazy. I thought they had broke this one, and then they got another one. You know, they replaced it with this or whatever. They made this, I don't know, but this car came with plastic sunroofs. I freaking hate that. I hate that with a passion. So that right there is killing me. Yesterday I looked up this guy on Facebook. He had one for spare parts, and he had 2 of them. He had the one that he was, you know, it was a part out, Celica, same one, and then he had another one that he was driving, and the sunroofs were cracked and they were smoked out. So that, you know, I think I'm gonna have to, you know, go to a glass place to see if I could get one customized. I want a glass one, you know what I mean, and hopefully so they could smoke it out for me, so I won't have to tint the car. That's coming next, hopefully so. I'm just waiting to do the sunroof. I think the sunroof is going to be next. As far as engine goes, we called Summit Racing, and I wanted to put an American V8 in here, but it's just, you know, at that point it'll be so much work. I don't think I wouldn't say it's worth it, but you know, there's another engine that fits in here, hopefully so comfortably. It maybe not fit, but it won't take as much customization to make it fit. So I'll surprise y'all with that. We definitely got plans on that engine. This engine is not so bad either. I thought it was a valve cover gasket that was leaking, but it was not. It was these hoses that were bad, so we had to swap those out. And yeah, that's it. 231,000 miles. Y'all know we did the intake. And yeah, we hopefully so. It looks like we got some room here. Maybe that engine that I got in mind. I want an engine that I could tune heavily, and that'll be real fast. Front wheel, obviously. It'd be amazing if I could do a real wheel drive with this. I love the way the car sit. I think this car would have been, and it's crazy too, because the generation before this one, I believe, was all-wheel drive. Why they didn't keep it that way is beyond me. But it's annoying. It's just annoying. Like I said, The steering wheel, I haven't installed that because I need another attachment. So I spent $300 on the hub and the steering wheel. Now I need another piece that costs like $150. So just changing the steering wheel itself to make it quick release, it's gonna run me. It's gonna run me almost $500 pretty much. You know, because you need that adapter that goes first, then the hub, then the steering wheel. I didn't know that. Those are things that, you know, I hate to kind of shit on Fitment Industries, but you guys didn't tell me that. You know, you told me that it would fit, and it doesn't. You know, I need that attachment. So it's the 1, 2, it's a 3-piece. That right there, like I said, almost rounds up to $500. Then the seats, they told me they would fit. I had to custom this. I had to, well, not me, but they had to take. Let me show y'all. They had to take the old brackets, cut them off. As y'all can see, I didn't even get a chance to clean it. They had to take the old brackets off, cut them off, and then weld them to the new brackets. You know, to the bracket of the seat. That right there in itself was $450. You see, and then, you know, I knew that the seats wouldn't, the seat belt, I wouldn't be able to adapt it to these seats. And why would I do that? Have regular seat belts, you know, when these have the holes for the harness. So I said, I need harness. So before I even went and got the car, I bought the harness. I went to Summit, and I didn't know that you needed a harness bar. You know, so who makes a harness bar for this car? You know, so that's another thing too. Had it be a Honda Civic, and that's what I was thinking about selling this car. Had it been a Honda Civic, I probably would have found a lot of parts like that. I'm sure Honda Civic is a lot more, you know, custom tune, whatever word it is, friendly. You know, like I said, I'm not mad that I don't feel like it's a bad investment, because so far I believe the car is coming out really good. It's just the fact that I keep running into these issues that I got a number in my head, but then that number changes real quick. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. Let me know, should I paint the color a different car? Should I paint the car a different color? Should I keep this color and just fix it? I'm thinking that, because like I said, I'm spending too much money. Hopefully, so in 5 years, I'm thinking about, and that's why I'm building this car the way I am, because I think it's a great starter car for a kid's first car. A great starter car for a kid. I just don't like the fact that it's too small. And congrats to me. I had a baby 9 months ago today. And, well, my girl had a baby. And, you know, it's too small in here. And especially when we get the bar, the harness bar in there, it's going to be way too small. You know, it's going to be uncomfortable to take her out, etc. You know, so it's a lot of work. So think about that, guys. Do your research. Make sure you can find everything. I'm talking about everything. Like, I've thought about changing the bolts. We're gonna do that too. That's definitely we're gonna do that too. After we do the engine, we're gonna change the bolts to the car. I want to make sure they have those bolts. You know what I'm saying? But for now, I think I hate that ding on the side of the door. That thing right there is annoying me. Also, this bumper, I don't like this one. I would like to swap it for the one that has like the cutout long. I know y'all seen that one if y'all seen these cars hooked up. But, you know, I guess it's something to do, definitely. Like I said, I love the way the car drives. Ever since I started doing, you know, the exhaust, the intake, the seats, you know, there's a couple parts missing. The car feels real light, and it feels definitely faster. It's definitely pulling a lot faster than it was when I first got it.